Greetings. Hello, Earthlings. Today, I want to talk to you guys about file management and the benefits of doing so on your YouTube channel, or just for anything you're really doing. Any artists, well, maybe any artist will tell you that file management, layer management, let's take it an easier example. Layer management. In whatever file you're working on in Photoshop or Clip Studio, managing those layers and naming them. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run for a little time in the short run, I guess, where you're just going to name files. It is the same, I don't even know where we are right now. It is the same thing with file management on your computer, and what I really wanted to get down to is what I employ, how I organize my folders, and what I do in order to keep it relatively sane. It helps doing this because I have something I'm working on in here. You can't really see it, so let's just put my timeline here. You don't know what that is, but let's say I wanted to grab a picture and put it on. Just chicken nuggets here. Obviously this isn't named, I'm just showing you. When you can do this and put it in your timeline and have it right there immediately, makes it really easy. What's even better is if I can go Mario in my search box. Obviously it's a little hard, but look at all the Marios I have named. Sometimes I don't name it because the file names are fine, but I'm like, oh, a Mario here, a Mario there, 16-bit Mario, Mario with his Tims. Makes it a lot easier. An outline of Paper Mario, title of all the Mario games. When you're able to do that, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to find the file you're looking for and to get projects going. Compared to, let's see, I know what's in here. Okay, characters, Marios. It's a lot easier when you can search in the search box. So naming files, that can be powerful. But it's also helpful if you have folders named that, because if you remember I did this, and then the first thing that came in is Mario. If I have my folders named that, sometimes you don't even need to name the files, which is typically what I employ, unless the file's something very weird, right? Makes it a lot easier when you're looking for stuff if you know the name of the parent folder. Otherwise, you can find yourself looking for a file for 5 minutes, which you're like, okay, that's not that too long, but what if that 5 minutes you have to split for multiple files, and you have to do it for 60 files, and you're like, oh god, where's this thing? And be a mess. Maybe 5 minutes is too long, but a minute. If you can cut down any time in half, like 30 seconds of finding a file, or 5 seconds compared to 30 seconds, that's saving you a lot of time when you're doing your video. It could even amount to an hour. And it could also save you a lot of stress as well. So that's how I typically do it with visuals. Oh, where are we? Where did it take me? As you can see here, I don't know if I'm giving away anything here. There's nothing on my computer that is like bad. Not even like nudes. I'm not a weird guy or anything. But the typical way, I have 2 hard drives. My second one is mainly for video footage and pictures. Pictures, let's start with those, it's easier. I split it up into my made stuff. What's even here? Thumbnails. Thumbnails are typically in the folder. Sometimes I just leave it here if it's a quick access thing. I'm not perfect, I'll tell you that. But I also have all the stuff here. I have a fan art folder, which if you're doing streams, you can actually tell the stream to pick a folder to display, and that's how I do it on the streams. Makes it very easy. Relax cast from that dead show with something that shouldn't be in there. Stuff to print. Oh, I see some. Oh, that's a picture you shouldn't be allowed to see, but whew, good thing that PDF file's there. Oh boy, thank goodness. That's hilarious. That's how I keep my things. PSDs, like as I say. Is there anything bad here? Could be. I just name my files dumb stuff. Like, there's probably something called ass poo here, for sure, because I always name that. But let's take it back a notch. That's my made stuff. But what about the files from the computer? Memes everywhere. So what I typically do, because as you know, I do a lot of video. I do a lot of video with a lot of poppy images. So what I do, I always save to my source image file. You can call this place whatever. It's a destination where all the video, like where I have my pictures, they go here. And while I'm working on the video, it'll always go by date. So my first thing that's saved will always go here, so I always know where it's going to be. Alternatively, if you're using like, let me see here. If you're using Google and you type Big Mario, and you're like, oh God, where's Mario? He's big. And I'm like, good God, I need this picture. You go save, and I don't know if it's gonna do it. Okay, why did you do that? No. Okay, I didn't do that. I'm having this glitch for some reason. I don't know if it's a glitch. It should show up down here. I don't know why it isn't. Oh, come on. Why you gotta do this? So just ignore me, but I can do this another way. What should happen is the download should appear on this bar. You'll know what I mean because if you download stuff on Google Chrome, it appears. But what you can do, you can actually drag. See here? You see this thing where it has the plus sign? You drag it. Oh, I didn't leave it. You drag it and you put it in here, let's say. When you have that, it makes it so easy. And I have 2 monitors, so I can just download it, drag it, put it in the project. So it's very quick, very streamlined. It gets into the project. Unfortunately, Premiere, you can't like copy and paste pictures into Premiere. I don't think you can do that in After Effects either. I'm not 100% sure on that. You can do it with Photoshop, because that's photo editing. But you can't do that with Premiere. It would be great, but you can't. Yeah. So that's how I do it for most of my projects. Then when I'm done with the project, or every few months, I go, okay, time to put these photos into their corresponding folder, and that can take a little while, like an hour of just putting stuff in the right spot. So when you need it, you're like, okay, there's my Shulks, okay, there's my Samuses, there's my Ganondorf. That's a cool guy, isn't he? Logos. This actually saves me so much time, because if you pop in logos on your screen, some of these aren't organized yet because they don't really have a place to go. But everything else here is like, whoa, I can find Nintendo logos. Oh my gosh, I can find Mega Man logos. Oh my gosh, I can find, oh, the best one. I know I'm just going off. Objects, game consoles, or Nintendo Switch, game consoles. Boom, it's all there. Game objects, boom, it's all there. Goddamn food. It's all there. Got my chicken tendies. What are you going to do with a PNG of chicken tendies? I don't know, but I might need it again one day. So that's how it's very helpful to be like this. I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like I'm very particular, so I really like doing this. I've been doing this since 2014, and I've only amassed this collection of photos. This was actually something I made in 2014, and it's just all here. Who knows if I'll need it again? I might, but it's a good thing I always know where it is. It's very easy to find. I think that is called Ganon beer, so if I was just, where's that Ganon beer I made? Stupid. I should post that on Twitter. And I think that really follows suit with my videos as well. I'm clicking around to make it easy. Videos as well, I save with my Elgato, I record something, and it always goes in here, and here's all my video stuff. Again, it didn't order, so I know if the last thing I recorded is there, it should be in order. The way I record stuff is pretty linear, so I know what I started with. But I also like to title it. I haven't done that for a few months because I got lazy. Actually, no, I did. I just labeled YouTube Smash Bloopers. So when you're in Premiere, this is not good. Let me bring it back to Premiere. This is my Skull Kid video. So when you're in Premiere and your file name is called Skull Kid, you can find it super easily when it's named correctly. So that's why I do it with videos. Makes it a whole lot easier to do it with videos when you have the file names in the right locations. Really helpful. So that's why I started naming my videos YouTube 2006. If we go to we can look at these folders. I usually keep all my stuff, live videos when I'm sitting in front of the camera. These usually take a while to load. Look at this. I do a lot with my things. I take a while to film my stuff. Hours and hours of footage just to get the right takes because I'm particular like that, but I always know where it is. And the movie files are usually in order. It does it by month, and that's usually enough context for me. You can honestly organize them by video, which might be better, at least for me. But I don't really revisit these unless I have bloopers that I'm looking to do. And I mean, if you guys want those still, I feel like you guys weren't really watching them, or they weren't really something that was interesting to you. I feel like these are more helpful and interesting. If you want more bloopers, let me know. But I usually keep it by month because I know what I do in each month, just by memory. I have my rendered stuff, and it's the same thing. I haven't done it for a while, but it's usually the last thing I've done. And it goes like, this is going to take forever to load. But it's usually the last thing I've done. And, yeah, this is just behind the scenes. How many times do you have to render the same video before it's good? 1, 2, 3. God damn it. But then I like to organize them in their own separate folders. Green screen stuff is very helpful. I haven't used any of these in a really long time. But yes. I think in a nutshell, that is how I organize my video files. And again, I'm not perfect. As you see, I don't name everything all the time. It depends on really what it is and really if I'm too lazy. But my safeguard is it's by date, and I think that can help anyone. If you have your folders organized by date, you'll always have the thing you last saved, so you know where it is. If you remember something was from a month ago, you just scroll a little and you're like, oh, there it is. It's also helpful to use that search bar. That's your search bar, the name of any footage. You could even do a date. If I search the date of like August, just August '06, it's gonna pick up anything, any thing that was captured. Oh no, that's June. I'm dumb. I was gonna do August 6th. June is helpful because it's like, okay, what did you record in June? If it's still here, and you didn't name it, there it is. And it just takes a while to load. My computer's acting on the fritz lately. But yes. What did I save here? Is anything here incriminating? I'm just like, big boobs! Huge boobies! Anyways, oh no, not a system error for high quality default. Hide that again in crotch. Anyways, that is it for my folder discussion in Alax's Corner. Next time, I believe I'm going to talk about how I manage footage in projects and how you can have a better workflow when you are editing videos so it's more streamlined in Premiere. It's been Alax. Talk to you next time.